Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Nephtara Grace. I'm Nephtara Grace. I'm excited you're here. Whether you're new, what's up? Welcome in, or you've been here before. Hey fam, welcome back. The ancestors are here, that is for sure. This is going to be their show. I'm pretty sure this is the ancestor show. So, lucky for you on this wonderful 8/8 energy day, my ancestors, well, some of them happen to actually be Egyptian. So let's see what happens out here. All right, we got Fehu for wealth. We'll always take Fehu. Count odds for fire. Gibbo, yeah, divine interaction. Yeah, good. Nice. Okay, so something really delicious and yummy and juicy, like, I don't know. They're so funny. I don't want to say that, but let's see. It is good. This is like really, really good. Let me get one of these. Let's get a theme. Let's get a goddess out here. All right. So I'm one of those people, y'all. That was fast and easy. I'm one of those people, like, for me, the Lionsgate really does start at the end of July. Yeah. It's about, for me, the Lionsgate is roughly 3 weeks of energy. Shifting, transmuting, alchemizing, and then, like, clearing, purging, consecrating, cultivating, consecrating, sealing. It is just, gosh, and I can eat so little. It's like, it's just water. It's just water. Every year is the same. So I always love, however, what happens on the other side of the Lionsgate for myself, and that is just immense clarity. I do live a fasting lifestyle. I fast, water fast, juice fast, intermittent fast. It's a part of my path in particular. And man, but there's nothing like this energy that we're experiencing right now. So if you have been experiencing intense energy shifts, upgrades, alchemizations, alterations, let me know in the comments. You could, I don't want you to tell me your business, of course, right? But you could just drop a comment and say, yeah, I feel the energy shift, right? Let's get a goddess out here. Oh, two. Listen. Wow. Hestia again, the number 22 for home. This is important. Wait, this is really important. And then Metis Wisdom, the number 36. Very, very interesting. So 4, 9. I feel like this is it's like a coming home. This is a coming home. This is a homecoming. Coming home, homecoming. The wisdom is interesting. I think experience woven together with knowledge creates a beautiful thing, wisdom. Its parts are entwined like a finely made rope that is so strong it can't be cut. Wisdom, once earned, becomes an essential part of you. Right now, the Greek goddess of wisdom, Metis, says you know exactly what to do in your current circumstances. The real question is, do you have the courage and commitment to make a wise choice? Your answer is not to hide. You are being invited to look within rather than without. Take the wisdom you already have and apply it to your question. Perhaps, however, you must instead draw forth the humility to find someone wiser to weigh in. In this powerful time, others may seek you out for your wisdom. This is also an auspicious period when new relationships are founded on deep truths shared with others. You are entering a potent period of your life to share all that you are and all that you have learned. Extraordinary things are possible when the goddess Metis reminds you of your wisdom and the need to express it. Okay, so it's almost, there's something coming through, like learning something, an important lesson about home, but there's a sense of completion here as well. Something's been completed in matters of a home. It's like there's a few different things coming through. It's like learning something. This wisdom is giving me learning something about something that's happening in your home. It it's giving coming home. Like it's giving a new relationship that will feel like coming home to yourself. It's giving being able to recognize this relationship for what it is because of the wisdom that you have, right? Especially with the temperance underneath. There's a few different things coming through here, but this really is, it's almost like, I'm telling you, there's also this surprise element here. It's almost like while you were dealing with something that you are now completing, the divine was actually establishing something in the background that you don't see. And yeah. There's some foundation for you. There's something waiting for you that you don't see. It stabilizes you. Yeah, let me get some more water. This is cool. And it's yours, but I don't think you know about it. Yeah, by the way. Let me get two more things. Movement. 14, 28, 5. Something's changing. This is a new beginning. Talisman. This is wisdom again. Talisman is wisdom again. Number 13. This is divine wisdom. I'm telling you. Yeah. But this is wisdom from experience. This isn't okay. So there's Sophia wisdom, right? Which is like you have this wisdom that's beyond your years. That's Sophia wisdom. I think all wisdom is divine, so please don't misunderstand me. But then there's this kind of wisdom. There's Metis wisdom. There's talisman. There's you've walked enough paths that when you see rocks, you know how to step around them. You've traversed enough highways. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of wisdom. It's not the deep-centered knowingness. It's no, you see this scar? Let me tell you how I got this scar. It's that kind of wisdom. And so you have this new beginning here. It's not tumultuous. I just think it is very water energy heavy. In other words, there's not much for you to grip on. You probably can't see too much. When you look around, everything's probably looking the same. Very watery, right? But you are being asked to trust that you're flowing. You're literally being guided in this river, if you will, directly to where you need to be. And along the way, because everything is looking the same, you may be questioning yourself. You may be doubting, can I, how, but this is where you want to trust. It's now time for you to have faith in yourself. If that, is not so shocking for you. Trust that you've been through enough. That the next time you encounter a red flag, you know exactly what to do. You're going to know exactly what that red flag means. You don't have to worry. Okay? Archangel Michael's like, it's time for the crystals. You guys know, if you've been here before, if you rock with us, Archangel Michael loves the crystal cards around here. That's what we do. Okay, Botswana agate for breathe and Larimar for service. Yeah, really, I'm telling you, you're literally you are in position and actively being moved into what is next. You just can't see it. That's a hell of a thing. And all your guys are doing is saying, trust. Just trust. Just trust. Just trust. Oh, no, just trust. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the process. I'm laughing at the process because I know it too well. I know this energy way too well. But this is something delicious. This is something juicy. This is a surprise. It's like everybody has a surprise. You're kind of giggling in the background. It is love. This is a love surprise. Yeah. This is about you healing. This is your ancestors and divine saying, you need to heal. We're gonna help you. We're gonna help you heal. You be right there, and we're gonna move you to a place where you're gonna heal. But here's the thing, you're actually gonna be being of service even while you're healing. So that means that you've graduated, you've leveled up. So now your way of being of service is looking different than it did before. I remember an upgrade I got once, and Spirit told me I went from being the rowboat to being the lighthouse. And I really got that. I really got where my mission had been to go out into the dark waters, into the deep waters, and rescue people in that situation. People were actively like drowning. I was like a spiritual rescue squad, right? Dive and rescue, and then one upgrade spirit said, no, now you do this. Now you're the lighthouse. Mm-mm. And spirit said, you got to get as lighthouse. People are going to crash against you. Order of Melchizedek, embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. They're just going to repeat themselves, I guess. That's okay. Sometimes we need to hear things more than once, right? That's okay. We can accept that. So I have definitely lived that. I live that as a spiritual lighthouse. Man, people crash out all the time in my energy homes. And what's wild is people are crashing out trying to prove that the light I am shining is not real. That's hilarious. How the fuck could you find me to try to disprove me if the light weren't real, you nincompoop? I'm just saying. I don't know if people be thinking about things or if they just be acting off of impulses. I don't know. Somebody showed me a picture of a lizard. Yeah, usually a reptilian brain. I don't know. And I don't see reptilian like reptilians are bad. I'm a reformed reptilian myself. And all praises where praises are due. All praises to the Most High. What can I say? 5 of coins and the Knight of Cups. Oh, yeah. So you've got new love coming in, but somebody behind you doesn't like it. And it's somebody behind you because this is the deck that I was led to get. This is not... Okay. I refer to myself as a gray Jedi. I balance the force. Okay? I love light. I fuck with the dark. I balance the force. If you don't like that, you should know now so you can leave and find another reader. And I have decks that roll with me. I have decks that only channel light. I have decks that channel shadow. I am the Shadow Queen, by the way. This is my mission. This is my purpose. I am the Shadow Queen. I can see in the dark and I can see in the light. I'm a lighthouse. Don't forget. I am a lighthouse. I am constructed to be in the dark and shine light. So I am intimate with the dark. Do you understand? I am familiar with the dark. I can see in the dark. I'm the lighthouse. You with me? But other people in their shadow cannot see in the dark without me there. So I must exist in the shadows. I tried explaining this to my parents when I was younger. Oh my God, you can imagine, because you guys know I grew up Christian, so trying to explain them, no, I'm actually here because, and I remember my own struggle. I'd find myself in these shadowy places. And I remember I found myself in a shadowy place once, and I looked over and I saw Jesus, and I was like, bro, what are you doing here? Right? And he goes, what are you doing here? And I looked at him and I go, touche. Yeah, but I got, like, some of us have this type of mission where we go get people who are lost and we bring them to safety. Okay? And again, I don't have that mission anymore. Now I'm shining a light in the dark and people just, that's not a real light. And then they go try to, I guess, prove it's not, and then they crash out. It's wild, y'all. I'm just saying. So from this shadow deck, and this is actually my in-between deck, okay? So there's a borderland between light and shadow. This deck that I'm using right now is my borderland deck, okay? And so I have deeper decks and I have lighter decks. This person is someone then that is at the borderlands. This is somebody who you left behind, you're leaving behind. They want to come forward with you. They cannot. This person is not steeped in darkness. I wasn't called to go get one of my, deep, dark fear decks. No, this is someone who rides the line themselves, or so they may think. Because, and I say that, like, there's a reason they're not coming with you. There's a reason they're in the 5 of coins. Yeah. And because they can't make up their mind. Yeah. 2 of Swords, 6 of Cups. Let's talk about the 6 of Cups for a minute. I don't think we talk enough about this. There's some stagnancy in the deck, so this is what's happening, and I see it now. This person is being left behind because they haven't chosen to move forward themselves. So this is actually nothing to do with you. It's nothing to do with you. Don't forget the theme out here is temperance. We're literally just talking about what's going to balance the energy out, okay? So now we've got someone, and I want to talk about the Six of Cups specifically because I've had this experience and I don't hear too many people talking about it, but I think the Six of Cups can capture it so well, especially when it comes out with the Two of Blades, okay? And that is the dreams that I had when I was younger. If I do not go after them, if I do not chase those dreams and or level them up, I will be an adult still trying to fulfill my childhood dreams. Now, there's nothing wrong with that unless the way that I thought as a child was so impacted by my environment that the fantasies or the future that I dreamt up and imagined during that time are so not possible because they only can exist in the world of a child. Do you understand? Like there's no way to grow that dream up. But I'm stuck to it. I'm attached to it. It lives for me like it could be real. And so I'm unable to choose between reality and this dream I've had. I'm telling you, that Borderlands deck. It's one of my favorite decks. I love this deck. Also because I'm an apothecary, so you know, this is the deck. Yeah, the Emperor and the Ten of Blades. It's like part of me is like, I'm so sorry. Like I have such compassion for this energy. This is somebody who has authority. This is somebody who can, for all intents and purposes, who is in charge of something. This is a father figure. This is a business owner. This is a boss of some kind. But when it comes to affairs of the heart, we have the Knight of Cups with the Five of Swords starting us off. Even though this is an emperor, this is someone emotionally who's not, they're saying bereft, emotionally bereft. So this is, what does it profit a man if he gains the world but loses his soul energy? Okay. And this is a lot of blades. There's something about the way this energy thinks that has them physically missing out on emotional experiences. Okay? This is what you're leaving behind. This is what's in the shadows. This is what's in the borderlands for you. Okay? All right, what's next? You got stuff popping up around you, but it's not coming to you. So we're only going to take what's coming to you. Yeah, you're coming out as the Queen of Coins and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you've left this behind. Okay. All right, well, good for you. I think you have to. Because when you talk about something that's left over from childhood, you know, like that Six of Cups and Two of Swords, Two of Blades was indicating, you can't do anything with that. You know, the Emperor came out. So this is an actual grown adult we're talking about. So this person now has to go get the support they need for themselves. Or not, right? Or not. They don't have to. But that Five of Coins with that Knight of Cups lets me know that it would be beneficial to them if they did. Can I put it like that? Right? So let's see. I mean, what about it? Queen of Cups, Four Coins. Yeah. Your energy is immaculate. Let me start with that, okay? There's so much here. Like, I feel like this person feels a lot for you. They just never, it's just not out. It's inside. Because I feel a lot in my chest, but it also feels like it's blocked in there. But what I'm present to is this person, it's so, I really get this. They just want everything to be good. They just want everything to be good. They think you're amazing. They just want it to be good. Okay? But there's some disillusionment there, right? There's a sprinkle of delulu going on, because even though this person wants everything to be good, again, we started off with the Five of Coins and the Knight of Cups. That's our reality. That's the reality. Until we have a death, a hermit, a hangman, until something major happens, in these cards, we're still working with 5 of coins, Knight of Cups energy, baby. Which is why the Queen of Coins, who has her shit together, 8 of Cups the situation. 8 of Elixirs had to let it go. Because this is an emperor with a burden. And one that the queen can't, you know. And in the meantime, like, your energy, your vibe is immaculate. You are it. So not only does this emperor not happy that you're walking away, they're kind of disturbed at how okay you are at walking away. Like, why are you so chill about this? Like, what? But look, it's because there's some things going on in the background. And I have a feeling, let's see, hold on. Yeah, look, and let me put it like this. One of the reasons you are walking away, and you are how you are about it, right? Like the 4 of Coins, 4 of Swords to me is like you're standing on business. But with the Queen of Elixirs, like divine feminine down. Divine feminine down on business. You're not going to be pressed. You know who you are. Nobody's going to control or manipulate you. These 2 4s indicate a balanced perspective that is based in reality. So you are mentally calm with this 4 of Swords, this 4 of Blades, and with this 4 of Coins, you literally are standing solidly. 4 of Coins can be like someone's being selfish or greedy or hoarding resources, but it can also indicate someone who's savvy on managing the resources they have. Okay? So this is giving me, especially with this Queen, you're giving me someone, you're strategic with the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Elixirs, you're intuitive, this 4 of Coins, 4 of Blades, like you're not stressed. You're actually the opposite of this Emperor. You're not stressed. You're stabilized. Your Temperance energy, you're stabilized, and you're mentally chill. Now, in the meantime, something's going on behind your back. I mean, that's just what the moon is. That's just what the moon is. That's too many cards. Can you get, yeah. Yes, there's a hidden heartbreak somewhere. You are someone who is not giving up. So whatever it is that happened in the background, you found a way to forge a path forward anyway. And I'm going to tell you, what's interesting is, let me see. The Judgment. Okay. But what is this? The moon. Give me the moon. Four of Wands. To the 9 of Swords. Something wrong. See, there's something established in the background. There's something established in the background somewhere. What is this? Okay. Queen of Blades, Queen of Wands, Page of Cups, New Love, 2 Swords, 7 of Wands, Perseverance, Wish Fulfillment, and Judgment. There's something there's some reward coming in. Why is it over here? Okay, tell me, what is established in the background? The High Priestess. I can feel the high priestess energy, but there's something going on in the background. It's like a reward, but I don't understand what it has to do with this other energy. Oh no, it's because you walk away. There's some reward for walking away. That's what this is. That's what this is. Okay. Because I'm like, how does this got to do? But it doesn't. It doesn't have anything to do with the other person. But it is like, as soon as you walk away, put this to rest. There's something about your stability that is established in the background. It's a little like being famous and you don't know it. I don't know how else to say this. It's a funny feeling. I read this story once. I didn't read it. I was listening. It's an audiobook. Okay. I forget the name of this one too. But anyway, this guy was in a relation. He was married, but he didn't have a job. So he was living in his mother-in-law's house with his wife, right? And it was rough, as you can imagine. Y'all already know. It was rough. And because he was the person without a job, he managed that the home stayed picked up, right? Laundry, put away, counters wiped, that kind of deal. Not exactly a housemaid, but unofficially the housemaid. Well, in the background, he had created some company, like right out of school, like right out of college, and invested all of his money. Him and a friend invested all their money into it. And it was supposed to be like some, it was a type of digital currency. And it flopped. It flopped. So he lost everything. And he'd been just working kind of gig jobs in between. Now, he came from a decent family, but when he made that investment, they're like, you're an idiot. And so they cut him off. Like, why would you put all your money into digital currency? Like, that's horrible. Well, so time moves on. Fast forward, Bitcoin has done its thing. New digital currency has come on board, and somebody has gone back, found the stuff that he and his friend created, and hyped that shit up to the market. And so now all of a sudden, this thing that he created originally that failed has literally gone viral overnight. Like, so he gets a phone call literally from old boy, like, hey, bruh, what's up? And he's like, bro, I never thought I'd hear from you. Dude's like, yeah, remember that thing we did? He's like, yeah. He's like, well, it finally hit. And he's like, this is April Fool's. And the guy goes, dude, I'm going to send you a screenshot. He screenshots the market data, texts it to this guy, and he says, check your wallet. Dude logs into his digital wallet, billionaire. Drops his phone. Like, what the hell what just happened? That's this type of energy now. Whatever you've been doing in your everyday life that involved an emperor and a 10 of wands and a 5 of coins, and I'm just saying, whatever that is that you walking away from, Queen of Coins, in the background, something has been exploding. That's what I can tell you. Okay. Just say. That's what I can say. 3 of Rods. It's 3 of Wands energy. It's something to do with what you do. The Chariot. It's something to do with what you do. There's a match. I told you this is about love. I told you this is about love now. So the devil falling out of his seat. I don't think anybody thought this was going to happen. 8 of Coins. Yeah. This was not expected. I'm telling you, none of this is expected. We don't have a Tower card out here, but none of this is expected. Yeah. You got somebody coming in. You got a communication coming in. You got somebody coming in who feels like it's been too long since they've been in communication. The World and the 6 of Blades. Yeah. And they want to put an end to that. They want to give. they feel like you deserve something good, and they want to give you something good. I hear that now. Yeah, it's taken them a while. I think this person wants to Ace of Coins. I think this person sees you a certain way, wants to treat you a certain way, and so they have been building something in the background that to offer you, right? It's like, yeah, I guess I think feeling into it. It's like whatever this is, it's going to show you how serious this is. They're not kidding. It's like if you're dating, or even if you're not dating, right? And you're out and about, and someone comes to you and says, "Hey, I'd like to get to know you." You'd be like, "Okay," like I would anyway. I'd be like, "Well, good for you," But if somebody comes to you and says, "I'd like to get to know you," and here's what I've arranged to have that happen, you would be like, "Oh, I think they might actually want to get to know me." Wow, because they've already taken consistent action with the words they used, like out of the gate. Actions and words are aligned out of the gate, and that has taken time. And I think all of us can understand on an existential level, on a material level, micro, macro, we can take time to align so that conditions needed, the conditions required to manifest that which we desire are present. Y'all know that's like the core of the work I do. I love manifestation work. The King of Swords got some feelings about this now. No, you know what? The King of Swords didn't see this coming, but they're going to be forced to watch. There's a King of Swords who's going to be forced to watch this happen. It really is. This is karma, but not in the way you think. I'm going to say that, okay? So what I'm picking up is, I did this, this came out a little bit in the other reading, the last reading I did, where Hestia home was out again. I was like, it's like two people want a home, but they go about it two different ways. One person handles things this way, one person handles things the other way, and one path leads to the home and the other path doesn't. This is the same type of energy, but now it's giving you're the home. Okay, so let's say there's two people who feel like you're their person. You're their person. And one person, and they both go, okay, well, to have that person, this person, it's all, I'm going to give it to you straight. This is how it feels. It feels like there is a high quality woman that two masculines wanted. And both masculines determined they did not have what they needed to obtain this high quality woman. And one masculine chose one path, and another masculine chose another path. And the masculine who chose one path got the woman, but it was done fraudulently. That is who this Queen of Coins is leaving right now. If this is your story, just drop me a heart in the comments. Is all you gotta do. I'm very clear about what I'm picking up on. But in the background, this entire time, this other man has not stopped wanting this woman and has done the actual grinding work to build something for this woman that he feels like is a match for her. Now, in the meantime, as you can imagine, this person's probably had to watch this woman with this other man, whatever that's been like. While it hasn't been great, it probably also has been actual day-to-day proof of, no, you chose the right path, dude, because that dude's crashing out over there. It's crash and burn. She's walking away. And sometimes it's like that. Sometimes wisdom is justified in the end. Don't forget, wisdom is a major theme in this reading. King of Cups. And this is somebody who's taken the time to do the work to balance their energy before they come in. This is somebody who's like, okay, this is somebody who's just taking the time to do the work. Two of Coins and the Lovers. That's just what it is. Somebody said, I want that woman. I'm not prepared. I won't do her justice if I come right now. Let me get myself together. let me get my shit together. So when I step to this person, it's like I'm coming correct. That's the vibe. I'm telling you, it's the vibe. See, this person right here was listening to their spirit guides, their ancestors, something. They're like, nah, babe, let me tell you how to get. And they put this person up on game. When this person comes into your life, if they haven't already, it's going to be so, you're going to know. You're going to know. You're going to know. It's going to be, see, the ancestors are so deep in there now. You're going to know. Your ancestors, their ancestors, they've been setting this up in the background for a minute. This is an arranged marriage. First it was arranged in the higher realms, and now it's come to fruition here. Mark my words, that's what this is. There will be somebody left in the cold. They'll be upset, they'll be sad, but they were never going to be able to touch this right here because this is set by the ancestors. And I don't think either people have had an easy path to this point, but I'm telling you, this was like a reward, a surprise, an unexpected reward. Ace of coins. It's like hitting the jackpot. Winning the fucking lottery. Ace of coins and Hierophant. Like, you're on top of the world. You're on top of the world. Give me something on it, and then let's close it out. Magician to the 7 of elixirs. I cannot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When this energy come in, there's no. Everything is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit just gets sorted. You know, like, what? You just get, like. The Magician and the 7 of Cups is so brilliant, and let me tell you why. Life is the 7 of Cups. You gotta deal with these 7 damn cups. Just like there's 7 damn days in the week, you gotta deal with them, okay? You gotta deal with these cups. But how you deal with the cups is what matters. It's not that you're presented with 7 cups and you have to figure. It's how you go about sorting out which is for you and which one isn't. Sometimes you won't even be able to see what something actually is. Sometimes you'll get full instructions. You'll get a picture, instructions, it's labeled properly, but not all the time. Sometimes it's just not clear what's supposed to be going on. When you have the Magician energy, when it's like, listen, I can trust that as above, so below, as within, so without. There's certain principles that are foundational that I can trust. I can actually act in a certain way. Then you take those 7 cups and you turn them into 4. They become 4 cups. And once there are 4 cups, you can go, okay, well, 4 cups. Let me stop fixating on the 1 and take a look at this 3. 3 cups is a celebration automatically. The Magician allows you to break down a 7 of Cups into something that works for you. That's why I love that energy together. It's brilliant. And that's what you've done. You've taken something that was a 7 of Cups and you just alchemized it. Like, well, process of elimination then. I'll be Sherlock Holmes. That's what you did. And you're like, oh my God, 7 cups, bippity boppity boo, into 10. That's what you did. That's what you did. Look, 7 cups, Magician, 10 cups. People are like, how the hell? Because the rest of these motherfuckers still at 7 cups, boo. Please know that. Like I said, everybody got to deal with the cups. Ain't nobody on earth getting away from 7 cups. That's the game. That's the game. Are you someone who's going to drink from every cup? Don't forget, one of them is poison and you don't know which one. Are you going to try to manipulate somebody else into drinking from every cup for you? But what if they drink the one that gives you instant riches? You can't risk that. It's the same 7 cups for everybody. But somehow you bippity-boppity booted into 10. You're like, I'm going to skip these and go here. But that's because you had the courage to let some shit go back here with the 8 of cups. So you can't get the 9 and the 10 until you have 8, until you walk away. You can't be fulfilled in yourself and then emotionally fulfilled overall until you let go of something that isn't doing it. Yeah. Seven of Coins. Knowing what to invest in. Okay, guys. I think we... King of Wands. Oh, you guys are such teasers. Come on. Oh, okay, what? So this King of Wands has been trying to conflict what you're investing in? Okay. Trying to, it's like fighting for your focus, fighting for your attention. For their opportunity. Okay, so you have a King of Wands who's been trying to divert your energy. Yeah, Ace of Wands. You have a King of Wands in your energy who's been trying to divert your focus, energy, effort, attention, basically you're alchemizing magic to their project. Yeah. The Devil, yeah, for sure. Yeah, because they're afraid, honestly, they're afraid they don't have what it takes to make their project successful. So they're like, oh, well, I'm going to use you to make mine good. But yeah, Justice, you have your own. I see what's going on here. Okay. So you were in a situation, okay. So this Five of Coins, Knight of Cups situation was emotionally unfulfilling because this Emperor with the Ten of Wands was trying to manipulate, this Emperor is a King of Wands who's trying to manipulate you into fueling some type of Page of Coins project for them with your Ace of Wands, with your magical energy. But that's because they're in devil energy, right? They're coming out of fury, coming out of ego. So this is Justice. So you walking away and then walking into something that's set up, overflowing, abundant is Justice. Because someone was trying to use you to fuel their abundance, but it wasn't fulfillment going on. But you're about to get fulfillment. The Fool, Page of Rods, the Star, and the Ace of Swords. God damn. I'm sorry, y'all, but God, I mean, I was about to say but you're about to get fulfilled. See, this is what I'm trying to say. Somebody's trying to have the cake and eat it too, and they're trying to use you, manipulate you to do that. And the divine was like, oh, that's hilarious. Watch this. And so listen, because I'm telling you, the divine is all up in this. I mean, I'm sure you have choices. I'm sure you do. But in this, you don't. The divine moved you out because whatever this person is doing is a direct affront to the divine. To the divine. Do you understand? So divine moved you out the way and said, baby, go sit over there real quick. I got something for you anyway. Go walk down the street, turn left, and ask for Uncle So-and-so. He got something for you. Go on. I'll be right there. And you about to go around the corner, down the street, and talk to Uncle So-and-so, just like the divine said, and you about to get out everything you want. In the meantime, what you won't see, because you're not supposed to see it. You're not supposed to see it. You don't want to see it. This is what you want to see. You want to see this new beginning, where it's just like new idea after the other, right? Like you're just inspiring. Page of Rods and start inspiring. Clarity. This is what you're interested in. But around the corner, this person over here, these Ten of Swords, this judge was plotting. That's what's going to be happening back there. Y'all almost start. I'm going to leave this room. What with Temperance? Oh, man. They have something else. Hold on. I'm ready to go, obviously, but my guys are like, not yet. That's fine. Hold on a moment. So they was going to use you to build their empire. But the Justice is, that's interesting. Okay, so go back to the two masculines looking at the woman, the high quality woman. So the one man is like, oh, that woman, I can use that woman to get what I want. And the other man says, it's the intention. It's the intention in the context. So both men see a high quality woman, but one man sees the woman as a meal ticket to his dreams, and the other man sees the woman as someone precious to be cherished and chosen and honored. And so the second man is doing everything in his power to create an empire for the woman to come into, and the first guy, the guy that the woman is leaving now, was using the woman to create an empire for himself. I think maybe he tells himself it's for them. But with the Five of Coins and the Knight of Elixir starting the reading, it's not. He's not emotionally mature enough to create something for two people. That's why he's gone about it this way. You see, that's why that trail ends in justice, and this one ends in the Ace of Blades. The intention, and I don't know, because we're on this Borderland deck. I don't think this King of Wands gets this. I don't think they get it. It's their intention. The Hangman. Yeah, this is all surrendered to the divine. This is, it's no human can do anything about this now. It's done. Okay. 5 of Cups. Yeah, this is done. It's spilt milk at this point. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, this is done. This is the end. Yeah. 9 of Coins. But 5 of Cups, 9 of Coins. This is what was worked for. And I think that's something, like I said, the King of Wands doesn't get, but which is why the Queen of Coins is walking away, Emperor or not. If the seeds you're sowing lead to the 5 of Cups, you got to check yourself. And that's that. At the end of the day, upside down and inside out, that's what this is about. If the actions you take, if the path you choose leaves you in the 5 of Cups, you didn't choose well. That's not a judgment. That's an observation. And somebody here doesn't like hearing that. Whoever this is, this Knight of Cups energy does not like hearing that. But it's just proof. It's putting proof. No one's judging. If you do something, if you drop the cup on the ground and the cup breaks and the milk spills and someone goes, oh, you spilled the milk, they're not judging you. They're observing that you dropped the cup and you spilled the milk. That's what happened. So to get ornery and envious and mean and jealous and feel down, that means that your self-esteem is so low. Your self-concept is so low. Your sense of self-worth is so non-existent that somebody observing what's happening is instantly your enemy. If you choose a path that leaves you in the 9 of Coins, I suggest you keep choosing that path. Over and over and over again. I wouldn't get off the path that leads to the 9 of Coins. If you figure something out and it leaves you in the 9 of Coins, baby, don't ever stop doing that. And I'm saying that as your friend. Strength to the sun. Baby, let me tell you something. If the choices you make leave you feeling single, sexy, and successful, as they say about the 9 of Coins. It's so funny because that's so not my experience with the 9 of Coins, but it's what other tarot readers say. It's like an inside joke with myself. It cracks me up. The 9 of Coins to me, as a gardener, the 9 of Coins to me is the inevitable return on all of your hard work. And it's a single person in that card because as an avid gardener, I can tell you, very few people are willing to be with you from the beginning of the season to the end of the gardening season. 6:30 in the morning watering. Rotating your seeds. Starting your seedlings inside. Y'all, I'm hardcore with this mess. When the fall comes, deadheading, cover cropping, winterizing, during your row covers, y'all. Gardening is a whole world for me. So when I see the 9 of Coins, I see the season. Do you understand? The whole season. See, in the wintertime, I put my bulbs up, but I take out my gardening journal and I plot out my beds for next spring. I make sure my tools are cleaned and properly put away, y'all. I be gathering my seeds. And come February, you already know, I got my little Jiffy pods out, my little seeds started in the windowsill. In March, depending on where I live, because y'all know I be moving, depending on where I live, if I can get it into a container, I will. But I've been living in places I can't really get stuff in the ground before May, and that's been interesting, originally being from Georgia. But I live, I adjust, I learn. But the Nine of Coins for me, that's what it is. It's somebody who has worked hard from seed time to harvest. And that harvest is inevitable. And because it's such an arduous journey from seed to harvest, it is often a singular energy that is reaping the reward. That's just my experience. This level of work. There is a different type of work, the Three of Coins, but this level of work, nah, an individual reaps the rewards of this, because this is that day in, day out, chop wood, carry water vibe. That's what the Nine of Coins is. It's coins, okay? This is routine. This is perseverance. This is discipline, playing out and paying off. That's what the Nine of Coins is. So that's that for me, right? So single, sexy, successful. Yeah, that's a short way of saying it for sure, but it's so much more than that, right? So the sun and the strength, I'm telling you, when you find a path, when you have habits, we had Ellen of the Ways out here the other day for patterns as the goddess. When you have patterns that consistently lead you to feeling single, sexy, successful, feeling accomplished, feeling like you put a seed in the ground and you produced a result, you gotta keep on that path. The sun, strength. That's now. Oh, that's where you belong. Okay, cool. That's how you know you made it. And you're about to see something's about to happen real fast. It'll show you. See, that's interesting. So now I'm picking up that you've been planting seeds, and somewhere you planted seeds, your seeds took off. But you can't see it. I don't know what the hell this is, but you can't see your seeds. But it's like you got a jungle. You got a jungle. Someone's about to come, communication's about to come in. Someone's about to come tell you you got a jungle, and you're gonna have to go tend this jungle now. Like, you got to go tend this jungle because you did it. It's your thing that did it, and we wouldn't feel right about continuing without you here in the middle of it, because quite frankly, this is kind of your thing. So what do you want us to do next? That's literally what just came through. Okay. In the meantime, you've been around someone who's like, planting seeds is stupid, right? It's kind of dumb to plant a seed. Why are you planting seeds everywhere? You just plant seeds everywhere you go. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But I'm telling you, man, one of these seeds will turn into a goddamn money tree. And you about to get a wind of it. And you can circle on back. You're going to circle back through and be like, let me get that. It's a relationship. I don't know. You are about, see, that Two of Cups with the 81s is fast. It's knocking on your door. Knocking on your door. Yeah, you're about to get a message. Well, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. It's time. The situation you're leaving behind, there's some deception around who they're working with. And you've already been through enough. This person that you're leaving behind is about to experience a tower. You don't need to be anywhere near that. You need to be experiencing your new love, because that's what you have coming for you. Okay? Here's what I will tell you about the situation you're leaving behind. Your situation is just pristine chef's kiss. It's going to devolve into a screaming, riotous nightmare on the other side of that. Okay? All right. So you stay in your energy. All right? Listen, please understand, this gateway is a portal. That means that some people are staying on one side and other people are going to go through. Your other side is pristine. It is temperance. It's true love. It's passion. It's everything. It's all the rewards. It's everything. So congratulations on leaving behind that which no longer serves. Congratulations on leaving behind. And I get that this is like a whole cycle. Like, this is big, deep energy. This has not been an overnight thing. There's a reason you're completing this with the full moon and the Lion's Gate. Okay, and there's a reason that the vibe here is temperance. Yeah, with home and wisdom out here. It's like you've been away for a long time. Now you're coming home, not just to yourself, but to your resonant frequency. And so everything on this new frequency, it's new for you, but it's also home for you. Okay, including the relationships. You do have a relationship coming in. It is, they're saying spicy. It is. It's what you want. And I want you to trust yourself. I want you to trust your healing. I want you to trust your heart. I want you to trust your guides. And I want you, listen, when you step through this portal, I don't want you to look back. not for any reason. I don't want you to doubt yourself. I don't want you to second guess yourself. I don't want you to think for a moment that you should, could, would have done something different, because you could not have done anything other than the way that you did it. Please accept that. Love yourself and free yourself from the past. Okay? I love you guys forever. You just can't even know. Time is a construct. We made it up. Take what resonates from this message. Please leave the rest behind for the next person. In the meantime, trust your process, your path, and your purpose. Peace.